I feel groovy today. Hello. Welcome to day 8. Is this just the light? Or is it? My frame is slightly... Okay, it's not that I'm OCD, but I just like, a clean flat line. So, welcome to day 8. And day 5 of shadow work, as you can see by the beautiful green velvety tablecloth, which is just a piece of fabric that my mom bought a long time ago, rest her soul in peace, potentially to make something out of it. Something became my tablecloth for my tarot reads. So since we are back with shadow work, we're gonna have a main deck trusty old Reborn skull, and since I received this gorgeous inspired neon tarot, my dogs are going bonkers, yesterday. Thank you, air sign, my lucky charm. We're gonna be using this as a clarifier. Also, if you happen to see this, you know who you are. Steve says hi, or Steve 2.0 says hi. It's an inside joke between me and one of my friends. Oracle cards. I'm really gonna break out and try to pop the cherry of this Path of Shadows Oracle card, since you have interesting topics lined up. I'm gonna put that here. And we're gonna zoom in obviously for your screenshot if you want, if you're interested. And what lies beneath is always a good deck for shadow work spreads. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in. Here you go. If you want a screenshot of today's working tools, and I'm gonna see you in literally 2 seconds. Ciao. Hello, water signs. We are back with shadow work today. The spread is called, or titled, Unknown Darkness, Winter Solstice Tarot Spread. Normally, I know winter solstice is December 21st. We are way out of that. It's a technicality. I didn't read the the second title of the spread. It's by a witch alone. 7-card spread, and I just had the most hilarious, wholesome moment reading for air signs, so hopefully yours will be good too. Although it is a shadow work, it can bring out to light also. And you're starting strong with the death, which I think is Scorpio, but I'm not sure. But anyway, transformation, change, endings and beginnings. So something in your life is changing. That's always good, hopefully. The end of having to hold on to something, or you literally holding on to something. So if you're opening up and sharing, being able in a capacity to share, to express yourself, to give, that's also very good. If it's like you're no longer having to hold on to every penny and stretch every dollar, that's also very good. You can finally, spoil yourself for the holidays. For my water signs, Aquarius is air, which I know Scorpio, Pisces, and what's the first one? I am so bad with astrology, beyond the signs that I sort of like the most. I'm so sorry, I'm a selfish bitch. I know Leo, and that's about it, because I know Leo, obviously. Water signs. Oh, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, well, Cancer, which the sign that I have the most trouble with because I found them a little too mushy and soft. I'm so sorry, Cancer guys. Water signs, what up with you people? What's good? Water signs, wish fulfillment on the horizon, just above your head. You are literally about to grasp one of these cups and drink the mead of the gods. You are very, at this moment, if not already in that situation, that position, that energy, you will be very soon wish granted, wish fulfillment, very self-content with yourself, very happy, blessed, satisfied. Hashtag blessed, as they say. Good stuff coming your way. So, water signs. If you heard that, we are having very strong wind gushes today. It's a beautiful clear day, but the winds are freaking bonkers. Oh, someone's in there single as a Pringle but thriving as a Queen energy with the 9 of Pentacles. You are strong, resilient, patient, resilient really with the strength, taming the beast. Building yourself a whole damn kingdom. This is pre-Empress energy. You have put in the work. You are reaping the fruits of your labor. You have been patient, not delicate, but in the way that you handle matters in a delicate, demure, mindful, respectful, soft approach. Instead of screaming, shouting, you listen to the other. You are very taming the beast in a soft, gentle, caring, loving way. The word resilient really just keeps hammering my mind for the strength card, and that was my dog. Don't panic, she's just overly energetic and attention seeking at this time. So, water signs, what good do we have? Ooh, there is a straight dash, a victorious dash towards a revival, a new beginning. If something had been halted in the past, it's now having a fresh breath of fresh air, a second chance, coming back into the limelight, into the present, into the action, and this time it's gonna work out, whatever that is for you in your life. Water, water, water sign. Oh, no freaking way. Again, you being single, thriving, master of your world, creative, beautiful, harvesting the fruits of your labor, and this time with a sense of justice, of peace, quietude, and fairness. If something has been disrupted and unfair regarding you or against you, now things are going back around in your favor. So, water signs, let's flowing with you. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. And I know the first card is a little bit on the edge, but I will need my whole space. You will still see it as I will unravel it, don't worry. I will show everything. And 7. See, that's my whole problem. It's like these cards are big. My table is a bit narrow, not narrow, but yeah, narrowish. Let's say like that. And as always, I'm gonna use the bottom of the deck as clarifiers, and you are stressed. You are definitely stressed and worried but it's a self-imposed stress and worry. You can step out of this. Your community is there to help you or seek guidance within your community. Don't act shady given the circumstance. If somebody is acting shady, try to be 2 steps ahead of them. Something is coming back at you since you have been given and put in the work. Again, the worth and value of the things. You are learning a new skill potentially. King of Wands back into taking action, taking charge. Something has been a long term coming and you are waiting something to come back at you or for you. So let's start. Number 1, my unknown darkness is that you tend to, or at this present time, you are very much in your headspace, worrying and stressing over something. As a water sign, your emotions are especially not multiplied but intense, running deep, and almost like a tenfold of the other signs, so be cautious of that. But with Temperance, you are also combating this this stress by allowing yourself to heal, to alchemize your emotionality and your rationality, to find balance between the facts and the emotions, that you are not overwhelmed by this sense of whatever is plaguing your mind. We're gonna use the, what's this called? Inspired Neon Tarot that I got just yesterday while I was doing air signs. Let's see what is stressing you, if we can get a little peek into that. Something come out. Let's see. Judgment. So there is definitely a revival. Something that hasn't worked out in the past that left you with a lot of stress and worry and anxiety is having a second chance coming back at you. In the meanwhile, still focus on your healing journey, on finding your pace, your peace, your balance, your harmony. It's a key aspect that you need to, yes, allow your stress to have a space, acknowledge it, but don't let it overrule you, overrun you, and take the wheel, the proverbial wheel of your car to guide you further and further, deeper and deeper into a rabbit hole of stress and worry and anxiety. Because it will eventually have its end, its expiry date, and leave your energetic field. Number 2, how to overcome this darkness with reaching out to your community, your church, your friends, your professional buddies, if you feel comfortable with those people. Have a chit chat, have clarity, have communication. Let them guide you, let them counsel you, let them advise you, let them show you the way. Ace of Cups. There will be a new fulfilling emotional opportunity if you reach out to your community, whatever community means for you, that you can trust and depend upon and rely for counsel, guidance, and counseling that are impactful, meaningful, that have a weight of value, that is not just pretty words in the air. This has a sense of communication that is weighed, W-E-I-G-H-T, weighed down by years and years and years of this is how things work, and we're gonna find you a place in this process so that you can be once more emotionally fulfilled and no longer stressing and having a revival in your life. Number 3, how to use this darkness productively. By being maybe a little 2 steps ahead. Oh, this is a freaking interesting combination. We have the 5 of Swords and the Devil, which are both bad cards, but since it's advice position, how to use this darkness, I would say be clever, be strategic, be cunning, be 2 steps ahead of the situation that you are finding yourself in, but do not let toxicity overrule you or overguide you. If people are acting shady and using unfair tactics and disadvantage things against you, depending on where you are, counter that. And so the easiest or the most common thing these days is AI. AI is every freaking where. Nobody is safe. If you know that the people who are against you or playing this game of chess with you are using AI, use AI against them to be 2 steps preceding them or in front of them or 2 steps ahead in the game. If they use AI for this task, learn which AI they use, which AI is the competition to that one, who is better, who is more specific, who is more proven to do the task better. And I know jack shit about AI, but let's say ChatGPT is a very sycophant sort of AI that's always validating you, whereas Grok from X does have a bit of validating, but it will sort of counter you to have the facts. It's more research based and less validating the user based compared to ChatGPT. So if you are in the research field or whatever you are in, learn the tools that the others are using, learn or investigate which tool could be better used by you to be more factual, more results giving, so that you have a step ahead on them and you are not being taken advantage of and not being left destitute on the battlefield. Let's see what we have for this position. How to use this darkness productively. If it's a strategic game or planning game, or because with the 5 of Swords, it can be also a strategy, like how to use tactics to Death and the Queen of Cups. Change the way you receive emotionality and how you let outside circumstances paint your emotional landscape. Let me just grab the card that have fallen. And do not let those things affect you too deeply, but also know when to cut ties, when to change, when to take a different direction, so that it doesn't chain you, bind you in one place that you are always the loser in. Number 4, why do you oh my god, I always mix number 4 and number 5. Why does this darkness scare you? Because it's a sense of having to give back or receiving back. So it's karma on one end and the Sun. Are you afraid of receiving happiness, or are you afraid of having to give back happiness? This is a very interesting combination. Are you afraid that what you have given thus far is not sufficient to guarantee you a very overwhelmingly positive, peaceful, fulfilling return on your previous actions and karmic either debt or karmic piggy bank, let's put it that way. Why does this darkness scare you? What can we have about the Six of Pentacles for my water signs? What's with the Six of Pentacles for water signs? Strength, resilience, patience, but as we saw the other day, it can be pushed in a place where you might be too stubborn to be on your own, too resilient, but at the point where it's toxic, where you are not accepting help of others, where you are not reaching out for others, where you have difficulty receiving from others. This Six of Pentacles. So why does this darkness scare you? Because you have grown into a space where you are so used to be on your own, strong, independent, resourceful energy, that it might feel a little icky, a little scary to admit that you are not God on earth and that you do need the community and others to give back when you are in a position of vulnerability, of requiring others outside help to help you get back on your feet. It's not admitting that you are weak and that you are defeated. It's admitting that you are strong enough to accept help by others. And I can relate to this at a very intimate, deep level. I'm a Leo. My ego is through the roof. I will practically die alone in my house rather than ask for help concerning maybe changing out the plumber. I don't know, I'm just improvising. But sometimes we need to put that ego aside and have the strength to open up, to be in the position of accepting resources and help from outside sources. Number 5. Why do you enjoy this darkness? Air sign had such a wholesome, cute, kinky moment. I wonder what you guys are gonna have. Why do you enjoy this darkness? Because you are learning something. You are learning how to change. Okay, that's cute. That's wholesome. You are learning how to transform and transition and grow from what you were given into something more. Consider also that the Page of Pentacles is the smallest of their suit, also minor arcana, facing the big fat scary death card, major arcana, major transformation, but it's a soft transformation compared to the Tower. So why do you enjoy this? Are you like the sort that just enjoys learning constantly and too much? Learning, paying attention to details, being studious, being committed to the craft, and really zoning in, have a plan of study. Are you like the happy planner community type person, or if not happy planner, but you know that sort of person who has like a plan, sticks to it, follows through, and it's like a gradual, and as I say, that Knight of Pentacles, very gradual, very slow paced, very dependable, very reliable, very practical approach to things, very, you don't let randomness and chaos have too great, if any at all, space in the way you handle your transformation, your change, the way you allow things to proceed forward. It might be slow coming, but it's like a sure plan. If you are making an omelette, you know what type of omelette, how big you want it, how many eggs, the temperature is perfect on the stovetop, your eggs are cracked and beaten, you add your spices already there. There is no room for uncertainty and chaos and improvisation and just all those things that are wild joker cards that you are not fond of in the least bit. You like change and transformation, but in a very controlled environment. Change and transformation. It's slow, it's practical, it's studied, it's purposeful, it's meaningful, it's curated change and transformation. And that is why you enjoy this darkness, because you have control over it. Which is interesting because you being a water sign, and these cards there was like a lot of pentacles so far. So water, earth, mud. It can, depending on how much emotionality you put into the water can be destructive and fast paced, or it can be very stagnant and slow and sticky. But also with mud, if there is more earth and less water, you can make clay with which you can build houses or shapes or things. So it's the way you amalgamize or mix together these two elements, the practicality and the emotionality, that you can shape physically and meaningfully the outcomes of the situations in your life. And I'm saying like a mud house, but it can literally be the way you tackle a task, a challenge, the way you interpret or see or again address situations. Not necessarily a concrete 3D, but it can be an abstract concept. Number 6, your guiding light this solstice, and it's a King of Wands, so it's you stepping into a bold, sexy, powerful, outwardly expressive energy of conquering in a community setting where multiple energies will meet for the greater good of a project building or finalization, depending on at the time that you arrive in this project. But you bring in both that's my dog, don't worry, both the fire, the passion, the drive, the vision, the goal, but also in a practical way where it's very managed, very goal-oriented, very clear-cut road ahead, where you know exactly where everyone is, at what stage they are at, how the overall project is going, what needs to be changed. It's a very active leadership, but in a very practical leadership. You are not scattered here and there and over there. With the Three of Wands, it also Three of Wands again. So it has been a long time coming, but and you have waited a long time for this thing to like finally get a move on, but it's getting a move on. With the King of Wands, things are finally popping into action and having the fire to really go forth and conquer. Number 7, the conquering light. Go forth and conquer. Conquer the light! And we are at 26. Okay, we're good. We have a few more minutes before I need to make sure that I'm not yapping into the void. Oh, this is beautiful. Three of Wands, Three of Cups. It's like a double tree, and you technically have a triple tree, water sign. We had the Three of Wands here. Okay, no, you have like okay, so repeating Three of Wands, but you have the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Three of Wands twice. So 3, 3, 3, 3, 4 times 3. Conquering the light. Be patient, it's coming. Never let go of your expectation and happiness in the horizon. You will celebrate with your friends, with your close intimate circle that is your fiesta buddies. It's gonna be good news, tea and croissant and shabby chic little garden party, although we are in winter, so that might be like a euphemism, but you get me. Two of Swords. If it has been a long time gathering intel to make a decision, you might need to maybe put a pep in your step and have a little bit more drive, a little bit more fire, a little bit more action-oriented energy into making some sort of decision somewhere, so that you are proceeding forward and not purposefully, intentionally, to use an expression from a previous read, linger in the stagnant swamp, but actually make some sort of decision so you can actually carry on moving forward, taking action, asking for help, receiving help, moving forward, changing, transformation, stepping out of your anxiety and your stress. Even if it's slow coming, at least there is some sense of movement somewhere, instead of being there and just gathering as much information as you can but not doing anything proactive with that information, which defeats the purpose of the whole thing. I mean, yes, it's good to have information, to gather information, but we gather in order to transform the knowledge, to have something to guide us in one direction or another. So there needs to be proactive action energy in this thing. So I'm gonna pause and get back with the oracle cards. First, we're gonna, and I'm sorry for the chair creaking, the Shadow Work Oracle deck, which this one is Path of Shadows. Let's see what's for my water signs. I will laugh, it's the Siren. It's the Siren! Oh no, it's Mirror Labyrinth, sorry. I got excited. Because the Siren also has like a white-haired female figure on it, if I remember correctly. That would have been so uncanny though, Siren for the water signs. Missed opportunity, universe, missed opportunity. A Mirror Labyrinth. Illusions and reflections. Who are you trying to fool? When you turn your back to the mirror, there's still someone looking at you. This is calling back to what I perceive to be the Strength and the Six of Pentacles. So when you are too stubborn in being your boss babe energy era, that you are self-sabotaging yourself in not asking for help and thus not receiving the help that is rightfully yours, that is wanting to reach you, but because you're so stubborn in being strong and resilient at your own detriment, you are fooling yourself, literally, in the sense that you are self-sabotaging and harming your own prospect in moving forward in a direction that will help you. And I just realized, Travel Creek, I'm sorry, did you notice that the shadowy figure here, is it visible on camera? It's like you see the main character, but then you see the shadow of her reflection here in the mirror. It's like so kind of creepy, because the reflection is looking at you, the viewer, and not so much the now we can see the character. So it's like really wonderfully creepy. But again, this is you think that you are alone, but the shadow aspect of you is always lingering and looking at your back. And that can be a good thing, or that can be a bad thing, because your back is your most vulnerable spot. Your own shadow reflection can backstab you if you are not careful. What's for my water signs, please? Something for the conquering light. That's what I did for air signs. So, whoa. I'm gonna use Oracle for the first and the last positions. Something for water signs. One card, please. One, not 10. Something for water signs. Hello. Ah, something flipped. Oh, I see gold. Anger management. This can be also the shadow toxic side of the resilience strength card. and especially since you are an emotional sign, if you block yourself and deal with your anger on your own because you want to be resilient and patient and stubbornly in that position, the pent-up anger can also be utilized against you. If I go back to the Devil and the Five of Swords energy, that can result in more stress and you feeling blocked and trapped in that energy. So be very cautious of that in your life and in your energetic fields. Water signs, I think I'm done yapping for today. Thank you for having been here with me. I will see you tomorrow. Love you. Be at peace. Things are changing. Things are transforming. Things are shaping in a beautiful way if you allow your community to help and if you are strong enough to ask for help and receive help. Ciao, ciao.